Dividends are like bonuses companies give to their shareholders. Think of it like this. You own a share of a company, and when they make a profit, they share some of that profit with you. That's what a dividend is. A share of the company's profits paid directly to you. It's like getting a little piece of the company's success. Let's break down some important terms. Understanding these concepts is crucial for anyone interested in the world of business and finance. Whether you're an investor, a business owner, or just someone curious about how companies operate, knowing about shareholders and earnings can provide valuable insights. Shareholders are people who own shares of a company's stock. These shares represent a portion of ownership in the company. When you buy a share, you are essentially buying a small piece of the company. This means you have a stake in the company's success, and in some cases a say in how the company is run. Shareholders can be individuals, companies, or institutions like mutual funds. Think of shares like slices of a pie. Each slice represents a small ownership in the company. The more shares you own, the larger your slice of the pie. This pie analogy helps to visualize how ownership is divided among shareholders. If a company has 1 million shares and you own 1,000, you own 1,000th of the company. This ownership entitles you to a portion of the company's profits and, in some cases, voting rights on important company decisions. Earnings are the money a company makes from selling its products or services. This is also known as revenue. Earnings are a critical measure of a company's financial health. They indicate how well a company is performing in its core business activities. Higher earnings generally mean the company is doing well, while lower earnings can be a sign of trouble. Companies report their earnings on a regular basis, usually quarterly, to keep shareholders and potential investors informed. Profit is what's left over after the company pays all its expenses. This includes costs like salaries, rent, utilities, and materials. Profit is a key indicator of a company's success. It's what remains after all the bills are paid and is often referred to as the bottom line. Companies aim to maximize their profit because it can be reinvested into the business, used to pay down debt, or distributed to shareholders. So when a company has profit, it can choose to share some of it with its shareholders through dividends. Dividends are payments made to shareholders from the company's profits. They are usually paid on a regular basis, such as quarterly or annually. Receiving dividends is one of the benefits of being a shareholder. It provides a return on investment and can be a source of income. Not all companies pay dividends. Some prefer to reinvest their profits back into the business to fuel growth. The stock market is where shares of publicly held companies are bought and sold. It's a dynamic and sometimes volatile environment where prices can change rapidly based on a variety of factors, including company performance, economic conditions, and investor sentiment. Understanding the basics of shareholders and earnings can help you navigate this complex landscape and make informed investment decisions. In summary, shareholders are the owners of a company's stock, and earnings are the money a company makes from its business activities. Profit is what's left after expenses, and dividends are a way for companies to share their profits with shareholders. By understanding these concepts, you can better appreciate how companies operate and how your investments can grow over time. Why would a company give away some of its profits? There are a few reasons. First, paying dividends shows investors that the company is doing well and has confidence in its future. This can attract more investors and increase the value of the company's stock. Second, dividends can make a company's stock more appealing to investors looking for regular income. It's like getting paid just for owning a piece of the company. Lots of big companies pay dividends. For example, Coca-Cola has been paying dividends for over 100 years. Other well-known dividend payers include Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, and McDonald's. These companies have a long history of sharing their profits with shareholders. This shows they are stable and profitable, which makes them attractive investments. The most common type of dividend is a cash dividend. This is the traditional form of dividend payment where the company distributes a portion of its earnings directly to its shareholders in the form of cash. These payments are typically made on a regular basis, often quarterly, and are a way for companies to share their profits with their investors. Cash dividends are straightforward and provide immediate income to shareholders, making them a popular choice among investors who seek regular income from their investments. This is when the company pays you money directly, usually every quarter. The amount you receive is based on the number of shares you own and the dividend rate set by the company. For example, if you own 100 shares and the company declares a dividend of $1 per share, you would receive $100. These payments can be deposited directly into your bank account or reinvested to purchase more shares of the company's stock, depending on your preference. Another type is a stock dividend. Unlike cash dividends, stock dividends do not provide immediate cash to shareholders. Instead, the company issues additional shares of its stock to existing shareholders. This can be beneficial for both the company and the shareholders. For the company, it allows them to reward shareholders without depleting cash reserves. For shareholders, it can increase the value of their investment if the company continues to perform well. Instead of cash, the company gives you more shares of its stock. This means that if you own 100 shares and the company declares a 10% stock dividend, you would receive an additional 10 shares, bringing your total to 110 shares. While this does not provide immediate cash, it can be advantageous in the long run if the value of the stock increases. Stock dividends can also be a sign of a company's confidence in its future growth and profitability. It's like getting a bonus slice of the pie. Stock dividends can be particularly appealing to long-term investors who are more interested in the growth potential of their investments rather than immediate income. By receiving additional shares, investors can benefit from the compounding effect of their investment over time. This can lead to significant gains if the company continues to grow and perform well in the market. While less common, some companies offer special dividends. These are one-time payments that are typically larger than regular dividends. Special dividends are usually declared when a company has accumulated a significant amount of excess cash and wants to distribute it to shareholders. This can happen after a particularly profitable period, the sale of a major asset, or other extraordinary events that result in a cash windfall for the company, which are one-time payments that are typically larger than regular dividends. Special dividends can be a pleasant surprise for shareholders, providing a substantial boost to their income. However, because they are not regular payments, they should not be relied upon as a consistent source of income. Investors should view special dividends as a bonus rather than a guaranteed part of their investment strategy. Understanding the different types of dividends can help investors make more informed decisions and tailor their investment strategies to their financial goals. The dividend dance: how payouts affect stock prices. Dividends are a fascinating aspect of the stock market, often causing significant movements in stock prices. Understanding how and why these changes occur can provide valuable insights for investors. When a company announces a dividend, its stock price usually goes up. This initial rise is driven by investor enthusiasm. Investors see dividends as a sign of a company's financial health and profitability. A dividend announcement can be interpreted as a signal that the company is doing well and generating enough profit to share with its shareholders. This is because investors are excited about the prospect of getting paid. The anticipation of receiving a dividend payment can drive demand for the stock, pushing its price higher. This excitement is often reflected in the market as investors rush to buy shares before the ex-dividend date, the cutoff date to be eligible for the dividend. However, on the day the dividend is paid, the stock price usually goes down by the amount of the dividend. This phenomenon is known as the ex-dividend date effect. On this date, the stock price adjusts to reflect the payout, as the value of the dividend is subtracted from the stock's price. This drop is a natural adjustment and is expected by the market. This makes sense. The company is giving away some of its cash, so it's worth a little less. When a company pays out a dividend, it reduces its cash reserves. This reduction in cash means the company's assets are lower, which in turn affects its stock price. Investors need to understand this dynamic to make informed decisions about buying or selling stocks around dividend dates. Dividends can be a double-edged sword. While they provide immediate income to shareholders, they also reduce the company's cash reserves, which can impact its ability to invest in growth opportunities. Investors must weigh the benefits of receiving dividends against the potential long-term impact on the company's financial health. Historical data shows that companies with a consistent dividend payout often attract long-term investors. These investors value the steady income stream and the signal of stability that regular dividends provide. However, it's important to consider the overall financial strategy of the company and how dividends fit into that strategy. In conclusion, understanding how payouts affect stock prices is crucial for any investor. By recognizing the patterns and reasons behind stock price movements related to dividends, investors can make more informed decisions and better manage their portfolios. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, keeping an eye on dividend announcements and their impact can help you navigate the stock market more effectively. Dividends can be a great source of passive income. Passive income is money you earn without working for it. It's like getting paid while you sleep. Dividends can also help you build wealth over time through the power of compounding. This is when you reinvest your dividends to buy more shares, which can earn you even more dividends in the future. Dividends and why they matter for newbies. Understanding dividends is important for new investors. They can help you identify companies that are profitable and shareholder-friendly. Dividends can also provide you with a steady stream of income, which can help you reach your financial goals faster. By learning about dividends, you'll be better equipped to make informed investment decisions. Dividends are like getting a bonus for believing in a company's success. They're a powerful tool that can help you build wealth and achieve your financial dreams. So, start learning about dividends today and unlock your financial future.